Hello, my lovely friend. Today I come to you with a new problem. Are you ready to do this one together? First of all, pause the video and think about it. Three, two, one. Okay, let's start together. Here's the 300 students at a high school in South Africa were surveyed on the question, do you like watching rugby on TV? The results are shown in the two-way table. We see here two-way table that says for the column, one likes or dislike watching rugby on TV. And for the row horizontal, it says for the student that they are junior or senior students. For part A says copy and complete the table to include total. So I have to only add up the total column and row. Here, if I consider column, doesn't matter junior or senior, only like rugby on TV, watching rugby on TV. So 87 junior and 129 senior. So if I add them up, I will have 216 students like watching rugby on TV. And how many students, doesn't matter junior or senior, dislike watching rugby on TV? 38 and 56. I will add them up, gives me 4 and 94. 216 plus 94 gives me 310. Now I will go for the horizontal. Only junior students, doesn't matter like or dislike, that attend this. What would be 87 plus 38, which is 5, and it would be 125. 125. And senior students that attend for this survey would be 129 plus 56, which is 5, and 185. If I add up 125 plus 185 gives me 310. Okay, it's for part A. I try to add the total here. Now I will go for part B. Part B says estimate the probability that a randomly select student, part 1, likes watching rugby on TV. Okay, I have to come for the column 1 and is a junior student. So column 1, row 1 would be here. They meet here for 87. So 87 students would be my favorable outcome that they likes and they junior. Over the probability would be the probability equals the favorable outcome, which is 87, over the total student, which is 310, because I am selecting one student randomly between 310 students. So I can opt any of them between 310, all the possible outcome. Okay, so favorable outcome, which is 87. I want to select a student who is really like watching rugby on TV and who is junior student. So it's 87 students, likes and junior. And between 310, so probability would be favorable over the total. I will go for part 2. Part 2 says likes watching rugby. Again, I have to stay at the column 1 because column 1 shows me the likes rugby on TV and is a senior student. So I have to go for the second row. So column 1, second row, they meet each other here. 129. The favorable outcome for me is 129 over the possible outcome. I am selecting a student randomly between 310. So would be P equals 129 over 310 is a probability when I select a student who really likes watching rugby on TV and senior students. So I will go for part 3. Dislike watching rugby on TV. Oh, only dislike. Doesn't mention senior or junior. So for dislike, I only go for column 2. All the favorable outcome is all the possible outcome from the column 2, which is 94. 94 would be my favorable outcome, which I really want. Dislike watching rugby on TV, doesn't matter, junior or senior. So over 310, all the possible outcomes. Anyway, we are done for part 2. I will go for part C. Part C says, find the total of probabilities found in B, part B. Explain your answer. I want to show you all this probability cover all the students at the school. So I will go for part 1. I get 87 over 87 over 310, which I said would be here. I will highlight here. Okay, 87. The students likes and junior. For part 2, I get 129 over 310, which I get here. Okay, and for part 3, I find 94 over 310, which is here. For part 3, I will go for column 2. We see if I add all this probability up, I cover all the table. That means all the students. So the probability would be 1. If I add up here all this probability, we see the denominator. I have a common denominator. I write it again. And I only add up numerator. If I add up numerator, 87 plus 129 plus 94, we will see it gives me 310. We know always probability is between 0 and 1. 1 is certain and 0 is impossible. Okay? So the probability here is 1 if I add them up. That means part 2 cover all the possible outcomes. That's it. We are done here. I hope you really enjoyed. If you enjoyed, subscribe, share with your friend, and stay tuned. I will see you in the next new problem. Bye bye for now.